even Jeannie had to grow up. That's the thought that hit me the first time I saw Barbara Eden at 93, sitting quietly with a cup of tea, a little dog at her feet, and sunlight on her face. No studio lights, no pink bottle, just Barbara. Hey, I'm Sarah Reed, and this is Golden American Legends. Today, we're looking at a life that lit up our living rooms and the tender, bittersweet truth of where that life is now. If you hear the Jeannie theme in your head right now, you're not alone. I feel it too. That spark, that wink, that laugh. But time has a way of softening even the brightest glow. Barbara's journey, Tucson to TV queen to a quiet Beverly Hills routine, feels like a movie with acts we know by heart and scenes we never saw coming. Some are joyful, some are beyond heartbreaking. So let's open the bottle one last time. We'll go back to where the magic started, ride the wave to stardom, walk through the shadows she survived, celebrate the legend she became, and then sit with her in the now. As she once said with a smile, time goes on and you go with it. Ready to go with her? And quick. What's your earliest Jeannie memory? Drop it in the comments so we can bring the living room back to life. Let's begin. I didn't expect this. Barbara Eden's story starts far from Hollywood glitter. She was Barbara Jean Moorhead, born in Tucson in 1931, raised in San Francisco, a church choir kid with a big voice and bigger dreams. She wasn't handed anything. She learned, she practiced, she won small pageants, she took ballet, she did chorus lines and modeled for cash. You can almost see her, teenage Barbara, counting steps, hitting marks, believing there was more. By 24, the door cracked open. The Johnny Carson Show, back when Carson was hosting a nightly variety show. Not a genie's lamp, just a chance. Producers noticed the sparkle. Then came little TV spots, a walk-on here, a laugh there, and a turn opposite Elvis in Flaming Star that proved she wasn't just pretty. She had presence. Those years weren't glamorous. They were grind years. But this is where legends are built. Late nights, call sheets, and a stubborn voice that says, keep going. I love that part of her story. It's a reminder that magic often starts with muscle, and Barbara had plenty. All that work set her up for the audition that would change everything. Next stop, a pink costume, a bottle, and an astronaut. Confession, the first time I saw Jeannie blink, I tried to copy it in the mirror. Didn't work. But Barbara? She made it look easy. In 1965, she lands I Dream of Jeannie, paired with Larry Hagman as Major Tony Nelson, and suddenly the world has a new crush. It's space-age optimism wrapped in sitcom sugar, with a mischievous, loving Jeannie at the center. Over 5 seasons and 139 episodes, Barbara wasn't just cute in pink. She had timing, warmth, a little mischief, and a lot of heart. The chemistry with Hagman felt natural, playful, sometimes surprisingly tender. Jeannie took people out of themselves, she once said, into another world. I think that's what would still feel cozy, like a favorite sweater. She was everywhere. Magazine covers, talk shows, a Golden Globe nomination in '67. But beyond the headlines, Jeannie became a language. The bottle, the costume, the blink, we all knew it. Even now, a single still frame of her smile can drop you right back into the '60s. Of course, no show lasts forever. And when the lights dim, real life steps forward. That's where Barbara's story turns from bright pop fantasy to something deeper, harder, and more human. Ready to go there? Here's the truth most fans never saw. Off camera, Barbara faced storms that would flatten most of us. She married actor Michael and Sarah in 1958. They shared a son, Matthew. They wanted another child, so badly. In 1971, 8 months along, doctors told her the baby had died in the womb. She later said, "It was awful. I became numb." That sentence still chills me. It's the kind of pain you don't get over. You learn to carry it. The marriage ended. 2 more marriages came and went. She kept working, TV, movies, stage, anything to keep the craft alive. But the biggest blow was still ahead. In 2001, her son Matthew died at 35 from a heroin overdose. Barbara has said, not a day goes by that she doesn't think of him. If you're a parent or you've loved someone deep, you feel that line in your bones. And yet, she carried on. She credits faith, friends, and later the steady love of her husband John Eicholtz, whom she married in 1991. This is the part of her life I respect most. Not the blink, the bravery, the quiet daily act of choosing to get up, to breathe, to keep going. That's a different kind of stardom. That's grit. I'll say it. Few TV characters age as well as Jeannie. Decades later, she's still everywhere. Reruns, collectibles, Halloween costumes, little pink bottle keychains. Barbara once said what made her happiest was that people around the world liked Jeannie for what she was, a sweet escape. I hear that from fans at conventions. Grown kids who watched with their parents, grandparents who watch with grandkids now. Barbara earned her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and she shows up at fan expos with that same sunny energy. The line to meet her? It winds around the room. People don't just want an autograph, they want to say thank you. It's beautiful. As a cultural historian, I see Jeannie as a snapshot of 60s hope, space helmets, and heart. She stood beside Bewitched and the rest, but she had her own glow. Barbara's grace and humor set a tone that still inspires comedic actresses today. And every time I hear the theme song, I'm reminded that TV can be more than noise. It can be a memory machine, but even memory machines slow down. Which brings us back to now, the quiet chapter. I didn't expect the simplicity. Today, Barbara lives in Beverly Hills with her husband John and their Labradoodle Bentley. No red carpet rush, no heavy glam. As she's joked, it's more mask and sunglasses than stage makeup when she steps out. Her days are gentle. Light workouts with weights, a sweet tooth she openly owns, key lime pie fans unite, a few autograph signings here and there, and a lot of reflection. She's realistic. Time goes on and you go with it, she said. She laughs about slowing down, but she never stops. And yet the ache remains. She's outlived co-stars and friends. Larry Hagman passed in 2012, and she never stops thinking about Matthew. That's the part that breaks me. The house is warm, the love is steady, the legend is alive, but the empty chair at the table is real. Here's the paradox. Barbara Eden is both the queen of a bright TV past and a woman who has made peace with a quiet present. That contrast is tender. It's human. It's beyond heartbreaking and somehow hopeful, because she's still here, still kind, still grateful. What do you remember most about Jeannie? Her laugh, the blink, the bottle? Tell me below. And if this touched you, give it a like so others can find it. If I could tell Barbara one thing, it's this. The magic worked. It wasn't just the costume or the bottle, it was you. And at 93, the light is softer, yes, but it still lasts. I'm Sarah Reed, and this is Golden American Legends. We celebrate the stars who shaped our screens and the people they became once the lights dimmed. Barbara Eden's story, grit, grace, heartbreak, and hope, reminds us that joy and sorrow can live in the same room, and that moving forward, one day at a time, is its own kind of magic. If you love this, hit subscribe and ring the bell. Join our little time machine. We've got more legends, more surprises, and more heart on the way, right here on Golden American Legends. Drop a comment with your favorite Jeannie episode or the moment that made you smile. Thanks for watching, and take care of each other.